Hi, I'm Bruce King, and welcome to this episode of the Suzuki Restoration Project. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and review some of the results. I went ahead and sandblasted the motor case, and we're going to take apart some of the components on there, and we're going to go ahead and powder coat them. The rest of the case will be coated with high temp paint, specially designed to withstand that type of temperature from the Eastwood company. Alright. Here's the engine has been cleaned using sandblasting, and as you can see, it's come out much better than just power washing and using the chemicals. The nice thing about this is we're going to be able to take certain parts of the engine off and powder coat them. We're going to take this component off here. We're also going to take off these two plates and powder coat them. The rest of the engine components, these parts here, we're going to go ahead and paint with high temp paint so that when the temperature gets up, it won't melt the paint off. A little bit of dirt here with some oil, that ran out of the case while I was moving it around to powder coat it. We are also going to take this bottom oil pan off, and we're going to powder coat it, and we most likely will powder coat this component here. I don't want to split the case, because then I'll have a lot of things that I'm going to have to adjust. So the case will stay intact, it'll have the high temp paint on it, and the rest will be powder coated. A bead of gasket glue that we've gone ahead and put around the clutch, and what we're going to do is we're going to line the plate up along with these teeth, and this is the gasket that we're going to glue up there, and then we'll be able to put the clutch cover plate back on. Here we have the initial gluing onto the plates. We still have the oil filter plate to do and glue on, and all these little red beads that you see I'm going to remove with a toothbrush. That's my dog Elvis. And then I'll be able to put the cover plate on over here, and I can put the chain sprocket on when I put that in the bike. Again, as you can see, all these little parts of the gasket glue I'm just going to remove with a toothbrush so that it'll have a nice seamless line, and just take a little bit of dirt off. But this is what it's like, all painted up and powder coated. We're going to be putting the engine back into the frame today, and a couple of things that we want to do is we want to make sure that we take the engine from the jack and we want to put it onto this piece of wood over here so that we can then put it in position using the power of the jack, and we won't have to hold the engine in our hands. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be slacking these bolts down so that when we put the engine in, it's not going to, we don't have to play with it and worry about scratching the finish on both the frame and on the engine. So, big day today. Engine going back in the frame.